Hey, what's up? It's Dave here from the Matt and Dave Show, thanking you for listening and reminding you to like, share, and subscribe if you like what you hear. I think you will, but you know, I'm biased.
He's Dave. I'm Matt. And this is the Matt and Dave Show.
Kicking my legs, kicking my legs.
I'm just going to close my eyes now when I do the intro because I can't look at you when you do your little wiggle and shake and
a shimmy.
You shimmy and whatever it is that you're doing. I'm just going to keep my eyes closed the entire time.
That's good.
Actually, it'd be best if I could just phone this in. Like, literally. Not, I mean, we already metaphorically phone it in.
You do realize we're about 30 episodes deep into that.
30?
Yeah.
I was thinking more like, I don't know, 82.
82. But those first 6 were real golden. I'm not going to lie. I think when we switched to the hour format, you really started checking out.
When did we switch?
Like 4 episodes in.
How long did we start? Was it a half hour?
We did a half hour first.
That's right. That's right. Live, too.
Yeah, we did do it.
And then we realized nobody's going to, like, clear their schedule to listen to us, so we'll just record it.
Yeah.
And you listen to it on your own time.
Yeah.
That's really how it is nowadays.
Yeah.
You do what you want to do when you want to do it.
Yeah.
Who watches live TV?
Who watches live radio? Or nobody. Who listens to live radio?
Nobody watches live radio.
No, I'll answer my own question. Nobody.
Although, I think if, I know that there are some, like, morning shows that stream on Twitch now. And people stream on Twitch, so people do watch stuff.
Yeah, they do watch it live. That's fair.
I wonder if we were to stream live, if people would watch that.
I'm sure they wouldn't.
I don't know about that.
Well, I'll tell you what. That's on you.
No.
Yep.
No, I'm not interested.
I believe you.
I
believe in you.
No, I'm not.
I believe you, and I believe in you.
I'm really not interested in streaming ourselves video-wise.
I mean,
I was just curious as to whether people would watch us.
I got a sick internet connection here. We could do it.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You sure?
Just me wondering aloud.
Okay, that's good.
That's what
good.
you do on a podcast.
Yeah,
you wonder aloud. That's how you start conversations. If I sat here and just went...
Oh, yeah. Internalizing a lot of monologue doesn't work on a podcast.
You guys would never know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I externalize.
We really have to be like first act Austin Powers humor. Like no internal monologue.
That's true. I do have internal monologue. Sometimes I have to have, and you do have to have internal monologue.
You do.
Otherwise, you just say the stupidest shit, which we kind of already do.
That's a good point.
But we do a very good job of self-editing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that I've meant to say and stop myself.
Oh, yeah. Trust me. Think of all the things that I have said, and then think of all the things that I haven't said.
Truth.
Yeah. I bet that Nissa Kensington shags like a minx.
Okay.
Yep. So I got some things I want to talk about. Because
it's a good thing where we have a show.
Yes.
We can talk about them.
Yes. Unless you got something you want to talk
Otherwise,
about.
we
I know you're phoning it in, so I really don't. I mean, if you want to phone it in with a topic, that's cool. But if you want to just phone it in without a topic, I'm totally cool with that.
I mean,
Is phoning in even like a good metaphor anymore? Like, isn't everybody phoning in everything? Isn't that how you browse the internet? You phone it in?
God. You got dad jokes now.
I wasn't trying to make a dad joke.
That's a 21st century dad joke.
That was really more a topical observation. Like, I think we can figure out a different way to talk about whatever that euphemism would be, like not giving a shit, because phoning it in is kind of dead.
We're resharing it in.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Lazy.
There's a dad joke.
Okay.
There you go. There is a dad joke in there, and you found it.
Well, I am the dad, so,
So I've been consuming a metric fuck ton of TV.
Wow.
I know.
Shocker. You want to see my shock face? Here it is.
More than I usually do. Well, no, that would be shocking. The more part. It doesn't matter.
No, I'm not shocked.
So, I finished season 5 of Grace and Frankie.
Oh, is that out already?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Very good.
Yeah.
That show just keep like.
You love I know you love yourself some Grace and Frankie.
It's weird because that show is nowhere near for me.
You're not the demo.
I'm not the demo.
Mm-hmm.
Not even close to the demo.
Mm-hmm.
But it ropes you in because I don't know if it would go younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I think about like 30s, maybe late 20s is where you cut off. Because you relate to the kids who have who are dealing with the parents, like of that age.
Right.
Like, 20-year-olds aren't going to have parents that age,
Sure.
statistically speaking.
I mean, maybe you think like what, like 30, 29, 30
Yeah,
to above?
Yeah, 30 and up.
Sure. Okay.
Like, and I really do relate, but the writing on that show was so fucking good. And it started off a little like, I don't know, like
This season or the show?
the show itself. I didn't really buy Martin Sheen and Sam Waterston as a couple. That was a little tough for me. I'm like, they're great actors, but they've really they've grown into the parts. Everything gels really, really well. Like the show references itself very well. Like it's got an established continuity of events that they can, dip back into. I think the show's just great. Like it's cleverly written. It engages you. And I just can't say enough nice things about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm so surprised. Like, so super fucking surprised at how good that show is.
Yeah. In a way, I think that looking back, like, it really was the start of, like, all of these, old, I don't want to say old, but former, like, superstars. Because, I mean, who are we talking about here? Jane Fonda.
Yeah.
Like, Jane Fonda
The
was
Jane
like
Fonda.
the Jane Fonda. Like, she was a superstar back in like the 70s.
Yeah.
And she still deserves to be respected. And Lily Tomlin too. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
huge
Jane,
comedian.
Yeah. Jane Fonda, Martin Sheen, Lily Tomlin, fucking Sam Waterston.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know his name like Jane Fonda. Like, people know him as like the Law and Order dude.
The Law and Order dude.
But still, yeah, exactly. I really think that was like the start of like this TV like older person TV renaissance, if you will.
I don't know. I don't know if it was the start of it, but I would say it was the apex of it. Like everything that older established actors just like retiring the TV type of thing. Because I mean, you remember Robin Williams was doing fucking a serial show before he died.
Yeah, but Robin Williams, I mean, started on television.
No, I know, but still, like he went back to television.
Sure.
Like there's a lot of these people that have gone back to television. Specifically, Glenn Close did fucking Damages.
Well, I think that nowadays, I don't know. I think TV shows are much better than movies nowadays.
Yeah, because you can tell the stories.
Yeah,
and actors love telling stories
and develop characters.
Yeah, and good actors love telling good stories. And I think TV is now officially a good medium for that.
There's something, it's funny too, because I was just talking about something with the girlfriend before I came over here. We're taping it Sunday night, and right now the Oscars are on,
currently going on,
and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, I know you don't.
I've already stated like how much I dislike the Oscars,
which is why I actually wasn't going to bring it up.
No. I mean, like, I'm not going to sit here and rant and rave about it. We've done that before.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, we muted it, and like, I was like, oh look, somebody I know who's done bit parts and things, won an award for a movie I've never heard of, and now I can tell you exactly what her acceptance speech is going to be. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, they just cut to the other nominees. This is where she said she's grateful to be in the same category as these other ladies, and just like I could just tell you all,
they're formulaic.
They're very, 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 very. It's just very boring. It's very pretentious, and everybody uses it as a platform. Like I remember, like you don't ever talk about the movies that win awards these days. Like,
no.
When was the last time somebody like said, "Oh, The Artist is such a great film. It left such a mark on cinema these days"? Like, no, I don't even remember the last time I saw The Artist. Like, I saw it once.
I did too. I liked it.
And I forgot about it. It was good.
Yeah,
but I forgot
good.
about it.
Yeah.
Like,
that was really
but
good
you look
movie.
look at the movies that won Oscars back in like 70s and 80s, like, The Godfathers, Rockies, like those are the movies that like stood the test of time,
But don't you have to have time
They're
in order
classics.
to stand the test of?
But even, okay, yes, you're right. But even after you win it, like, there's enough conversation going on. Once movies win an award, you stop talking about them. Because they're made to win an award. They're made to win an award.
You're saying they fulfill that purpose, and that's
right.
the only
I don't think
purpose
they're actually trying to say anything. They're just trying to win an award.
So do you think Roma
pretentious.
exists only just to win an award?
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
I do.
You think that it is
I
true,
Yep.
unadulterated.
I think there's a reason why Netflix waited till the second that they released it to release it.
Unabashed.
Yep.
Oscar bait.
Yep.
That's the whole reason
100%.
that movie is not to
100%.
tell any sort of story.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Not to
Nope.
secure. I don't know what Roma's about, but I'm guessing something about the Roma.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not to show the plight of the Roma or
Nope.
how they've been persecuted
Nope.
or any of that.
Nope.
No, it's just like Schindler's List.
Yep.
What a just a pompous, arrogant.
Hated Schindler's List.
No, you are the worst. Schindler's List is a fucking amazing
Hated
movie.
Schindler's List. Although to be fair, like I'm really kind of sensitive when it comes to movies about that topic.
Oh,
I don't know.
So good.
It might have just because it came out at a time where I was learning like about like the real history of things, and just I don't know. It hit me at a weird time.
That movie.
Never been a fan of Schindler's
fucking
List.
Eviscerated me.
Yeah, no.
Oh, dude, the soundtrack alone kicks me in the dick.
Yeah,
dude, it's Chuck Perlman playing that violin.
Yeah.
The John Williams composed. Oh my god.
But I can. Did that win an Academy Award for Best Picture?
I don't know. I think Ralph Fiennes got it for supporting actor.
Sure.
If memory serves, which he deserved because he's fucking amazing in it, and I really think it's done wonders for his career. I mean, they really established him as like a good actor.
Now, listen, I don't want to say that I dislike all movies that win Oscars. I don't. I really, really don't. But just these last few, I've noticed that there's just been a slew of pretentious movies Oscar bait.
But here's the thing: are you really going to begrudge a movie for shooting a shot? Like,
no.
Here's the thing. Well, look, like Transformers is a fucking cash in. It exists to get money.
Sure.
So you don't like that movie, but you understand and appreciate why it exists.
Right.
Why can you not allow Roma the same thing? It exists to get awards.
Sure. That's fine. That's fine. And some people enjoy that.
Yeah, and they're good movies, though.
I'm not saying that they're that they can't exist or they shouldn't make those movies. That's fine. If that's what their business is, that's what they want to do, then go and do it. You know, like they don't. But I'm just saying, I wish that award shows, specifically the Oscars, would recognize films that actually mean something, that people actually see. Like there are a few movies that have been nominated and won awards.
Movie Awards for
but
you,
that's,
sir.
But that's the bullshit
Just
stuff. No,
eat
that's
your
the bullshit
golden popcorn.
No, that's the bullshit
get your
stuff.
Moon Man.
Nobody gives a shit about Best Kiss or Best On-Screen Couple or whatever.
Or the Nickelodeon's Kid Choice Awards.
Fuck you. I would say the SAG Awards are probably the closest.
Oh, I would say the SAG Awards.
The SAG Awards are the closest to what they should be.
The Golden Globes or no? I think this. I really think the SAG Awards.
SAG Awards is the closest.
I think the Independent Film Awards.
Yeah.
As well, because you're only judging those like.
Now I'm glad
artier independent films.
I'm glad this year that Black Panther was recognized for some things.
It did win, by the way.
I know. I saw that it won for like costume design, production design, which are two things that they should have won for.
Oh God,
it was beautiful.
It's fucking.
It was
gorgeous.
beautiful.
Gorgeous.
And that's me just as somebody who can recognize okay. That was a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Regardless of why I still think the reason why it was nominated is because for all these pretentious reasons.
Right.
But I'll take it.
Yeah.
And it won, and I feel like it deserved.
Think it fairly deserved to win that. Yeah.
It deserved to win production design.
I'm not gonna hate that. Yeah.
Right. Like it deserved to win costume design. I think that they did some very wonderful things there.
Yeah.
So if we could get more of that. And I'm not saying superhero movies. Don't just do the superhero movies. Don't just do the blockbusters. You could do the smaller movies on Netflix and Hulu and stuff like this. Like things that people are actually going to talk about, not things that people haven't seen. If you get nominated for an award before you're even released for the general public to see, there's something wrong with that.
So that's your real beef.
No, it's not my real beef. It's all of these things, but that's just one of the things. And again, I'm not saying that those things can't exist. If you are in the business of making movies to win Oscars, then more power to you. There are plenty of people out there who love to watch those types of films because they are touchy-feely, subject, whatever, and they're going to win awards. That's fine.
What? Hold on. Let's flip that on its head just a hair, because I can absolutely see your point.
Sure.
I get it. But and let's just say you're right. Let's just say those movies exist solely to get awards.
Okay.
I will accept that, and I will eat that shit because those movies are good.
Sure.
And if that's the only way those movies get made and those stories get told is that they win awards, that's the only reason. If you take away the awards, then you take away anybody has any reason to make these movies. And I don't mean anybody in a actual term, but you know what I mean, the proverbial anybody to do it. And then I don't get to see these movies, then I will, I'll roll my eyes when the Oscars come around and I'll fucking the Roma, you know what I mean? Because these are good movies and these are stories that wouldn't be told without some sort of reward. You gotta have a fucking carrot. And if the carrot is some fucking actor preening on about whatever political thing they have, then that's fine with me, and I will take that. I will happily roll my eyes, and I'll bear down and I'll take that because those movies are fucking good.
Not all of them.
But no, and not all of the ones that you think should be nominated are good either. But they're good, and there's stories, like there's a good art. It's like putting up with the fucking, like that hipster douchebag versus your regular like bro douchebag.
Sure.
Like I'll take the guy that can actually have an intelligent conversation about the population of Zaire. Yes, he's pretentious about it, but you know what? He knows that.
But there are some people who would rather hang out with the douchebag bro too. Like, you know.
And again, I understand that, but if that's the price that I have to pay in order to have that happen.
My beef isn't the fact that they have the Oscars and that's the thing, and there's all these movies. That
I understand that.
My beef is the fact of the Oscar is the pinnacle of the movie making industry. This is the night. This is like the Super Bowl of movies.
Well, that's just marketing.
It's not, but that's the way that it is. But it's not. It's not the best of the best. Like it's
with honors.
Right, exactly. Yeah, best of the best with honors. It's not. It's just not.
Sure.
And
that is one group's take on what the best of the best is.
I believe that the SAG Awards is closer, and I think that I would much more prefer it to be something closer to the SAG Awards. Unfortunately, the SAG Awards are like aired on TBS, and they're taped. They're not live. They're it's whatever. But that's just my opinion. Like, listen, I'm not dogging you. If you like to watch, I understand there's a whole slew of people out there.
There's a whole subculture around it.
Dressed up and watch the Oscars and have a great time.
It's fine.
You know what? Do it.
Yeah, enjoy it.
I love that people are watching movies. Enjoy it. Fine. I'm not dogging you at all. Like, I'm not. It's not like I'm sitting here saying, "Oh, you don't go support Transformers 4 because they're just going to make another one, even though it sucks." Like, I'm saying go enjoy your thing. If they keep making Oscar picture movies and they're making good stories and that's what they want to do, then go do it. It's fine. I don't have to watch it.
Right.
But that's my beef with it. It's just it's
sure.
billed as like the top night in Hollywood.
Right. It's the marketing around it rather than.
I think other people deserve more recognition than,
like, really, like, why is it ranked higher than the Golden Globes?
I don't know.
Right. There's no actual logical reason. It's not like, it's not like there's been like a metric established that, it's just that we as an American society or even as a global society have said, okay, it goes Oscars, Golden Globes, SAG Awards.
I would say we're talking movies.
Yeah, we'll stick with movies.
Okay,
for now.
So I was gonna say, like, if you're gonna do that, it's probably like Oscars, then Emmys, then Golden Globes.
Yeah, no. But we're talking just movies since we were just talking about movies.
Sure.
Yeah, Oscars, Golden Globes, SAG Awards, maybe MTV Movie Award. No, BAFTA, MTV Movie Awards. I wish you could see Matt's face when I said the word BAFTA. Hey, Matt, BAFTA. BAFTA, Matt. Say something about BAFTA. You have any opinions? Saturn Awards. Maybe it goes Saturn and then BAFTA. BAFTA, Matt. So here's the other thing. You know what? No. You know that self-censory thing that we talked about?
Yep.
That just happened.
Mm-hmm.
That just happened.
Yeah.
And you'll never know what I was going to say because that's just happened.
Nope. Don't want to.
Yep. Yeah, that's good because we don't edit. So clearly that's not going to be a thing. How did we get here? Oh, fucking Grace and Frankie got us here. I want you to know that. We ended up shitting on award shows yet again from Grace and Frankie. But I mean, I guess the crux of it, yes, I understand your point. Like, I really, really do. Like, I get what you're saying. Are you just like gonna this whole thing?
No, I mean,
BAFTA. Yes, yeah. You have a salient point of view with it. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
I think the ends justify the means when it comes to it. I definitely agree with you on some of the eye rolling parts about the ends that I would rather not have to deal with, and that I can choose not to.
Sure.
Like, it's not like we're both sitting here watching the Academy Awards.
No, we're not.
Like, it actually matters, and it's weird because, like, it really is like acting. It's the acting Super Bowl,
Right.
but like the Super Bowl actually matters,
Well, it's the Super Bowl of movies.
right?
'Cause
But
not
only
just
because
acting.
there's one league. Like if there was, like if the USFL still existed, would there be
Dude, we're living in a world where there's soon to be 3 leagues of football in the United States alone.
I know, but you understand what I'm saying. Like it
And let's
only
not talk about the Canadian Football League.
hey, the CFL is a legitimate football league.
I'm telling you, man, I'd watch it.
Yeah, actually, I worked with a dude that loved the CFL.
Oh, really?
Like authentically.
Yeah.
Wasn't from there.
Yeah.
Didn't have
Not
anything to do with
ironically,
it.
just like,
not
you know,
ironically.
yeah.
He really just. And I think he loved. I think it was the Calgary team. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like he actually made trips up there every once in a while to go see him. Like I was like, that
Nice.
was cool. Like it was weird. Anyways, sorry, it was a weird tangent.
Go
but
ahead.
I never get to talk about the fucking Canadian Football League.
True.
But like there's there's only one league. There's only one official recognized thing. It doesn't mean that the MVP of the Super Bowl is the best player in America.
It's very true.
It's just the
Yeah.
best player in that league,
Right.
and then just kind of agree
Sure.
that would be the best player
Right.
in America in a professional setting.
But a lot of times you get the best teams. Sometimes you don't, but you obviously go through a playoff and you get the 2 best teams in the Super Bowl, right?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the best team
Hypothetically.
from each
Yes.
conference. My point is, I don't feel like the best teams
Are represented.
are being represented at the Oscars. That's my opinion.
No,
I think
and
there are
that's
some.
fair.
I think
Yeah.
there are some.
No, I think it's a
you
fair
know?
point.
I think that they're like I was watching the category for best supporting actress, and there were some very good actresses that were nominated.
Mhm.
Like I don't even need to see. I didn't see any of their movies, but I know those actresses.
You know the
and they're-
bodies of work.
I know their bodies of work, and they're all very good, and they probably all deserve to be there. But fuck, if I want to watch any of those fucking movies.
Really?
Yeah, man.
See, I'm curious about some of the movies.
Some of them, but not the ones that this particular category. Okay.
Really? Did you
Yeah, the
care?
girlfriend was like, "Hey, we should watch the movie." I was like, "All right, if you want to, but I don't want to fucking fall asleep."
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm gonna get my phone off, and play a game on my phone, and I almost said the name of the game, but we're not gonna do that
Wow. Hey,
because they're not paying us.
they are paying us.
Pay us Ryan Reynolds money, and we'll
Right.
promo your shit.
So you hear that, Clash of Clans? We're not paying you. We're not saying your name. I really pooched that joke.
You did.
I couldn't even
Don't
say
you
the
hate when
words.
that happens?
I had it teed
That
up.
happens to me
and then
so
I
many
let
times.
and then I let you finish the thought, and then I fucking
You
shit
did.
the bed.
See what happens when you let me finish my thought?
I fucking shit the bed. Something hard on that. Either way. Anyways. So yeah, that's our opinion. Wait, so
Well,
you,
it's my opinion.
Well, I mean, I
It's,
shared my.
yeah, and you know what? If you came up to me and said, "No, the Oscars are the greatest thing ever," seriously, this is like how much I don't like. It's
Care.
fine.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm not going
okay.
to challenge
Like
you on that.
I'll respect your opinion. Like,
Yeah.
there's
to you.
this is a topic that I do not feel I need to challenge or like be adamant about. Like that's the way I feel.
Yeah.
I understand if you feel differently,
Sure.
and I respect you for it.
Yeah.
Like,
you have your
That's
own,
great. I'm
Carve
glad that
out your own space.
At the end of the day, you're supporting movies, and I'm all for it.
So,
Bless you.
do you think there should be like a round robin tournament to sort out movies?
That would be awesome.
But like, it's so subjective.
You know what we should do next year for the Oscars? Or maybe fuck that. Maybe what we should do is after the summer is over, we should come up with a Matt and Dave. Oh, we won't be around then.
Oh,
10 weeks from now, right?
Yeah.
Was this 91?
Yeah.
Okay, well, in theory, what we would have done
What we would have done
is taken the summer movies and done like a March Madness.
Yeah.
You know?
a movie madness.
Yeah,
one.
and do like you
Have
do.
people
I'll
vote.
do one side, you do one side.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can come up with like categories. So you got your superhero movies, maybe you have your sequels, maybe you have like I don't know your family films, whatever. That would be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool. We
And
should
it's
do
so
that for fun.
subjective. It's so subjective, and it's so entertaining to watch people like pitch their fandoms against each other.
Yeah.
Like put it to a vote.
As long as it doesn't become toxic,
Oh, it's going to become toxic.
like the fans between DC and Marvel and everything that's going on
everything
right now
is toxic.
with Captain Marvel.
All things are toxic.
Ridiculous. Let's talk about that
You want to talk about,
because that's ridiculous.
dude? So tell them what's going on.
Here's what. So there are people going on to Rotten Tomatoes and submitting fake reviews to drop down the Rotten Tomatoes score before the movie is even released, before people even see it.
Before it's even released for people to see in previews.
And you know, I don't even know like what the reasonings are. I know people. I've heard. I don't even bother reading the stuff anymore because it's so just ridiculous. People are like complaining about her voicing an opinion on something.
Yeah.
People are complaining that she doesn't smile enough in the movie. That
Really?
she's stoic. I'm like, dude, if you put a dude in that role, that's exactly what you'd want the dude to do.
I don't fucking dude.
Like, I want to see the movie. Like, does she kick ass? Does she stand for something? Like,
does she punch an old lady in the face?
Does she punch an old lady in the face? Like, sometimes I want to punch an old lady in the face.
Well,
Now, we know it's not really an old lady.
9:27. All right, just wanted to make sure I put the marker down on that.
No, you need the actual marker, not the time
I
of night.
know. Sometimes I want to punch an old lady in the face.
Remember when we did have producer Nathan and he would like steal clips?
He would. He absolutely would. He would mark that down.
Fucking hate that guy.
That would be one of them.
I was talking to him a bit yesterday.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah. That's also another reason why we don't have a producer.
That is true.
So somebody can't go and take out all our clips and go, oh, here's what you said.
Sometimes I want to punch an old lady in the face.
But
Watch the
yeah.
Matt and Dave show.
That's her name.
Punch an old lady in the face. Remix.
I think before our 100th episode, you need to write the lyrics to the Matt and Dave show theme song.
Oh, all right. I'll see what I can do.
Okay. So that's what's happening with Captain Marvel. The Rotten Tomato score is like 58, but it's tracking to be one of the highest grossing solo MCU Marvel hero movies ever.
It looks fucking cool.
I think it looks good. Like I'm interested to like see like, you know, how does Nick Fury have two eyes and what are we going to see? I'm glad that Coulson is back in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like get him off that show and put him back in the cinematic universe.
Yeah.
You know, I'm interested to see a lot of like, you know, like they've already said that it's an origin story without being an origin story. And it's set in the 90s, so it's a period origin story. That's not an origin story. Like I'm all in, man.
Yeah,
I'm ready. Like we're all watched up to the movies now. We're ready to roll up.
You had me at two-eyed Nick Fury.
Yeah, exactly.
Really, and like two-eyed Nick Fury and Phil Coulson.
Yeah,
like oh yeah. You know what? Now that you say that, like the plot line of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. makes so much more sense now.
Oh, that he's in it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I heard a little bit about this.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like right when you said that, I was like,
oh, that's why.
Oh,
yes.
That makes so much more sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I had known these two separate facts.
Yeah.
And now that I see them both together in the light of day,
it makes sense.
I see how they fit as a puzzle.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. Anyway, so that's what's happening with Captain Marvel right now. I still think that
it's shitty.
People are just haters.
People on the internet are trash.
And you know what I love? And I know that some of the DC fans are going after it because they think that Shazam is the real Captain Marvel.
Oh God, are you serious?
Here's the thing. Here's what I love, and I love this man. I don't want to get his last name wrong.
Who?
Zach.
Oh. Galifianakis.
No. Shazam. Fucking
Morris.
Chuck. Don't do that. Zach Morris.
Snyder.
No, dude. Come on, man. Help me out. Fucking A. See, now,
Zach Spees.
Ever since that Wembley thing, I don't want to say a name unless I'm 100%
Zach
fucking sure.
Attack. Zach.
Why you gotta do that to me?
Gariah. I don't know a last name for a Zachariah. Damn it. That would have been good.
Yeah, that would have been great. Wouldn't
it? Zacchaeus.
Zachary Levi. You fucker.
Thank you.
He's the one who's playing Shazam.
Yes.
Captain Marvel in the Shazam movie.
Yeah.
And he even came to the defense of Captain Marvel the movie and Brie Larson. Like, you know, shut the fuck up, dude.
Right.
Like, they can do their thing, and we're gonna do our thing, and I'm gonna support her. She's a great actress. She's a great person. Looks like a fantastic movie. I can't wait to be there opening night. Like, that's the way it should be.
Yes.
I hope. You know what? I hope we see Brie Larson on the red carpet at the Shazam movie.
Yes.
Because that's the way that it should be.
With a "I'm the real Captain Marvel" sign.
Like, have them both, real Captain Marvel. Like, not the real Captain Marvel. Like, that would be great.
Oh, dude, like, when did his own movie.
Oh, man.
God.
Have you ever seen that footage?
Of course I've
Where
seen
they-
that footage.
Oh man,
The local news.
Yeah.
like-
So if you don't know the story, when Dogma came out, there were all kinds of protests and everything, and
got
one
the
of
Cathals really
yeah,
riled up.
and one of the news stations would go like take video and do stories about these protests that were
Sure.
happening at Dogma screenings, movie
yeah,
theaters.
the local.
Before this
news.
happened, though, Kevin Smith decided to take some poster boards, and make them pretty, and go protest his own movie as a joke. But then the news van showed up, and they filmed an interview with him,
Right.
saying how much his movie sucked.
Yeah.
And there's footage of this. You can find it on the internet.
And he didn't give his name or anything.
If you watch, I think it's An Evening with Kevin Smith 1. It's either 1 or 2. I think it's 1. He talks about like how they just whole thing, like he went out there and people like were in line like, hey, aren't you the guy? And he's like, oh no, I'm not the guy.
I get that
and
all
how
the
his
time.
like how like he spent like hours like making these like protests, like these signs with like glitter and all the like he got out there. His signs were the best. One of his signs said "Dogma is dog shit." Like you should really just watch the story
It's
and,
so
and find
good.
the footage.
It's so good.
But it would be just like that. That'd be
exactly
great.
like that.
That'd be great. Or put her like in the gallery, like with the fans,
Boo.
where she's like holding a sign that says, I'm the real Captain Marvel.
Yes,
you know?
yeah.
That'd be fantastic.
That would be wonderful.
That would be fantastic.
Toxic masculinity. Boo.
Yes. Yeah.
Boo.
That would be great.
Shazam is child's play.
I think it would be more
I'm
like
the real Captain
I think
Marvel.
it would be more Zachary Levi going and doing it to the Captain Marvel. That's
Yeah.
more in his character.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I think
true.
that would be funny.
That's true. Or even send the kid.
Yes. Yeah.
Send
yeah.
the Billy Baston
Yeah,
kid. Oh
yeah.
my god, that would be amazing.
That would be hilarious.
But yeah, it's shitty. So don't pre-shit on a movie because it fits whatever.
Don't pre-shit on a movie because
it doesn't fit your weird ideological agenda.
we're all
Bullshit.
about pre-shitting on a movie if it
Yeah.
looks like it's shit.
Yeah, but don't because it offends your toxic masculinity
Yeah.
or you got triggered or on whatever aisle of the spectrum
Mm-hmm.
you happen to be on.
Yeah.
Unless it's an Uwe Boll movie, in
Mhm.
which case, oh god, fuck that movie.
Truth.
Yeah.
I'm with you there.
Yeah. Did I tell you I introduced a bunch of people to Uwe Boll?
Did you really?
Yeah, they had because I'm old, and
Yes, you are.
and I was in a chat with a bunch of people. I'm like, oh yeah, man, fucking, it's like an Uwe Boll thing, and they're like, who? I'm like, oh god, okay. So, because they were complaining about it was one of the video game movies he made. They were like, oh my god, I just watched that piece of shit. I'm like, yeah, they're all terrible. They're like, what do you mean they're all terrible?
Which video game movie?
One of the ones that he made. I don't remember which video game property it was. It might have been it wasn't Postal, but it was one of them. Like he did like 13, 14 different video game properties, which was his thing. And I'm like, okay, they're all terrible. And we're like, what do you mean they're all terrible? I'm like, oh dear God, you don't know. Allow me to open up this deep, dark void of hell and pain that is Uwe Boll.
Did you Google it for them?
I didn't Google it for them,
No.
no. But I was like, but I told him, like, it's an easy Google, Uwe Boll. You'll find it.
Mhm.
You'll see it. He beat the shit out of 3 critics in a boxing match. It's wonderful. It's the whole saga is wonderful. So I started watching Letterkenny.
Huh?
Yes.
What?
Letterkenny.
Letterkenny?
Letterkenny.
Okay.
Letterkenny is a Canadian show set in the town of no, don't roll your eyes. Don't roll your eyes just yet. Set in the town of Letterkenny. And it is like a Canadian redneck show, but with Gilmore Girls style writing. Like super fast, like highly witty banter. It is the weirdest juxtaposition I have seen.
Super fast and Canadian. Those two things don't go together.
Exactly. Like it has this very cult-like following here in America.
No offense if you're Canadian.
Right. But like, they have this just like real patter to the way they talk. There was a viral clip that went around where they're talking about how to do steaks. Which is how, like, the first time I'd ever seen anything about it, like I'd seen that out of context. Like I didn't know what the hell it was. I'm like, these guys are clearly Canadian. And they sound like I'd never seen a Canadian redneck before, but they sound kind of like, Canadian redneck-ish. But the banter was just clever as all shit. I'll find it and I'll post it. Like this was the thing that hooked me into the show, and then somebody else was like, "Dude, have you watched Letterkenny?" And I was like, "No." I'm like, "Oh yeah, they had that viral clip about the stakes in the S&P. That's the way." I'm like, "Oh my god, yes, I've seen that." He's like, "Yeah, that's a whole series. There's 6 seasons of it, and it's fucking hilarious."
And how much of this have you watched already?
I'm 2 seasons in.
Okay. So how many episodes is a season?
Maybe like 9.
Hour episodes?
No, they're like half-hour episodes.
Okay, so you've watched essentially 9-ish hours of this show.
Yeah.
This Canadian show.
Yes.
That with Gilmore Girls style writing.
Yep.
And you still have not seen The Godfather.
Yep. Yes, absolutely. And you haven't watched it, and you still haven't seen The Godfather.
It's true, because I'm watching things that like matter, like, I don't know, The Masked Singer.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? You're right, Matt. You're really tapping into the cultural zeitgeist of America as we know it. I really think we just summed up our Oscar argument nicely via television references.
Listen, man, you can be a fan of trash TV. It's all good. I'm not judging you, because I'm doing it with you.
No, I'm not judging you either.
Oh, man, the girlfriend found out that John Legend is going to be a coach on The Voice this season, so now I guess we're going to be watching The Voice.
Does she like John Legend?
She does.
Really?
She loves Chrissy Teigen.
Oh, yeah, who doesn't?
And
true,
yeah.
By the way, also, just follow her on Twitter.
She does.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like people in general, like
yeah, I've seen her Twitter feed.
If you want to, like, I mean, I don't say follow celebrities often, but like she's a insanely funny human being. She also just happens to be a celebrity on top of it. Like, it's a wonderful Twitter account to follow.
Yeah. I agree. I would agree with that. Yeah, no, she found that we just actually watching the fucking Oscars. There was a commercial for John Legend joining The Voice. So
whatever.
Now we're gonna be watching The Voice, which isn't bad because I watched The Voice the first like 2 or 3 seasons and it was good, but I haven't watched it in forever, and I just feel like I don't want to watch something else.
You know what you should watch? Letterkenny, because it's fucking hilarious.
What service is
Hulu?
Okay. I'm not going to watch it.
No, you're not going to watch it. No. I understand. But I want people to watch it. Or I want people to give it a shot. See if it's for you. It's not going to be for everybody. If you don't like the first episode, you're out 22 minutes tops. Really give it a shot. Like I made a Letterkenny reference at work through my work Twitter the other day, and people lost their damn mind.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. It has one of those like super cult like following of shows, and it's weird because it's that wonderful juxtaposition, and you see it sometimes like a very King of the Hill, like very lowbrow, like, you know, blue collar comedy superimposed with highbrow writing.
All right, maybe I'll watch it. I don't know. I'll check it out.
Yeah,
I'll at least watch the first episode.
Yeah, watch an episode.
How about that?
Or you can even just find the clip, the steak, salt and pepper clip.
I'll find an episode. I'll watch the episode.
All right, yeah. But that's like I wanted to make sure to plug it because I think it's cool, and I know not a lot of people know about it. So
sure.
If I have a bully pulpit for
well,
one
now
reason,
at least 2 more people know about it.
That's 2 to 1.5.
Oh wait, 3 if you count me.
That's true. Yeah,
That's true.
This is
So
new
3.
information to you.
So yes.
Yeah.
So both of you out there listening, go watch the show.
Yeah, yeah. Both
of you.
Both with an L.
Both. Dude, we did something fun the other night.
Did we?
I want to talk about. We did. I want to talk about. We went to see Little Shop.
Oh yes, we did.
Little Shop of Horrors on the big small screen. First time I've actually ever seen
the small big screen.
Small. Did I say big small?
Yeah.
Small big. Whatever. I don't know.
But,
in a small theater.
Yes.
A small screening room.
Theater.
With a larger than 70-inch screen.
Yes.
And it was fun.
It was awesome.
I love that fucking movie.
It's a great movie. Still holds up.
Oh, absolutely, still holds up.
You know why? It's a period piece.
It is a period piece.
If they had sent it in modern day, it would not hold up.
At all. No.
Yep.
But so we went to. There's a local screening room restaurant here in where we live, and so we went to have dinner and watch this movie. And I've been playing it for like a month because I fucking love that movie. I think that movie is like one of the reasons why I got into like theater stuff.
Yeah, that movie.
Oh, absolutely, because that was one of the like first musicals that I saw.
Interesting.
You know.
Huh.
I think it was 87 when that movie came out.
Yep.
So I was like 7 years old.
Yep.
Watched it on HBO all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Of course, it starts and there's music, and then you got like the the bright colored little shop logo that
Yeah.
looks like a cartoon,
Yeah.
and you got the puppet, and
Yeah.
singing and dancing and chopping
It hits.
people up. It hits absolutely.
Yeah.
But I was just watching it. I was thinking about like if they remade that movie, and they've talked about like an update.
Yeah.
Which doesn't bother me because I still have my little shop.
Yeah.
It's still there. But if they did it, like that plant would be all CG. That plant would be CG. If they remade the movie, if they remade it today, that plant would be all CG. You cannot deny that.
Here's the thing.
Don't be optimistic.
And I'm not.
Don't say they could do it puppeteer-wise because you're right. They could.
Hold on.
they're not going to.
I'm going to make a reasonable point about this.
Okay.
Had you said that 8 years ago, God, yes, it would have all been CG 100% of the time.
5 years ago.
Yeah. But I've seen a movement towards more practical effects now with just enhanced by CG.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you could have think of The Force Awakens
Mm-hmm.
type of thing. Like,
Sure.
like I definitely think, like the puppeteering now at the level that it is, or at least you would have even hand puppeteered CGI.
Mm-hmm.
So you could do the live action, it interacts with people at times. So you're not talking to a tennis ball.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think there's definitely,
But they still CG.
there would still definitely be some CG in it, but I don't think it would be like the tennis ball monstrosity that you're painting with your words.
Mm-hmm.
Like it has the potential to, and it depends who gets it, obviously. But I don't think it's going to be what you think it's going to
But
be.
you're looking at it from the perspective of the performance. I'm not looking at it that way. I don't care about how they interact with the thing. I'm talking about how it's going to be shown on the screen.
Well, I think
they have plenty of people that go. I mean, you look at fucking Thanos was all CG,
Yes.
but they had Josh Brolin on set
Yes.
in the motion capture.
Yeah.
They're not going to do motion capture for. That's not what I'm talking about. Like that's one thing that would be fine.
You would be okay with that.
Well, it wouldn't be fine.
Would you count that as towards your CGI monstrosity? Would you count somebody in like a mocap suit, like articulating the plant with your mouth?
Yes, because my point was you look at that Little Shop of Horrors from 1987, and that plant did some fucking amazing things. And I know they shot it at like half speed, but still did some amazing fucking things that I just could not get over. Like, I'm just thinking, like, that's like how you get a puppet to do that.
Yep.
That's amazing.
So you want to know one of my favorite? So this was the first time I had seen the movie all the way through since I found out all about all the making of the movie and shit like that.
Okay. Like what?
What do you mean, like what?
Like making of the movie, like found out about like what?
Like how they shot it at half speed and shit like that. Because I got the DVD years ago and I watched the movie and then I watched all the extras where they showed how that was made. And I never went back and watched the movie. And this was my first watching since then.
Okay.
So the best thing to do. So once you know that the puppet was filmed at half speed, is watch it with the scenes where Seymour's there, and then you realize it's Rick Moranis trying to move as slowly as humanly possible. And when you see it, you'll never unsee it because it's this kind of like jilted thing that you can tell he was moving slow and they just sped it up. It's fucking hilarious.
Was it obvious to you?
But I was looking for it too. Like I was looking for scenes where he had to be in the shot.
You're
with
talking
him.
about during Feed Me.
No. I was talking for more because Feed Me you could still do with hands a little more, like a little bit more. I was talking with Mean Green Mother.
Oh, the big one.
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah.
Where it was like really, like they would really have to slow it down. And you can see like some of the shots of him just facing away and moving. It's like him like, hey, I'm just a mean green.
I'll have to go back and look at that.
Watch it. Yeah, it's
because there weren't too many scenes together.
there weren't a lot. Yeah, no, there weren't a lot specifically for that reason because he would have to like move real slow with the I'm pointing at you, Audrey, to her. Shit.
We got it, dude.
Got it. Cool.
Thank you.
You just got to say when.
Yeah. When 30 seconds ago. Yeah. I thought, what was really interesting, we went with somebody who did not know that Frank Oz directed that movie. And I was like, of course Frank Oz directed that movie.
Of course, you would say of course.
Like, who else would direct that movie back in 87 with a fucking giant puppet as the star?
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
Jim Henson?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But he would be the other one.
He would be that would be
And
the only other
I
option.
thought Audrey 2 was a Henson puppet, and it was,
Brian
but
Henson.
not the Henson that I thought it was.
Yeah, it's
you
Brian
told me
Henson.
that.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Brian Henson.
I didn't even think he was old enough to do something like that
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah, he's in the credits. Like, and now he could have had like just a small part of it. Like, it could have been like one of the pods at the very end that he controlled, just to have a Henson name on it. Like, but his name's listed in it.
I mean, he helped create it, right? I mean,
I think he helped operate it.
sure.
I don't know if he helped create it or not.
I'll have to go back and look at that.
I would check that. But I saw Brian Henson in the credits.
Yeah.
As far as like puppet operation.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie, man, that movie holds up. It's so
it does. And because it's a period piece.
Yeah.
Absolutely 100%. Like, the jokes still hold up because it's set at a moment in time. The huge, enormous 12-inch screen is perfect.
Yeah. It's still a joke. It's still funny.
It's still funny. It's still a joke.
It's actually funnier now.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Yeah, absolutely funny.
Yeah.
Like, but it only holds up because you set it in a specific period.
Right.
It's like Dirty Dancing. Dirty Dancing works because it's set in the 50s. Like, which I never knew for the longest time.
That it was set in the 50s?
Yeah.
Wow.
The only thing that gives it away, just because the 80s were kind of a throwback to the 50s, like in a clothing style and stuff like that, like the leather jackets, that whole kind of like faux greaser culture-ish. Like, I didn't know until like my third watching of the movie that it wasn't set in the 80s.
How did you find it out?
I looked at the cars.
Oh, all the cars.
Yeah, I was like,
one car would be okay. Like if Johnny's car was a classic, you'd be like, all right, that's fine.
Right, but I'm like,
it was like all the cars.
All the cars were in the 50s. I was like, wait a tick. Wait a minute. And I didn't have a lot of context of the movie at the time. I was a kid, so I didn't have any of the context.
Yeah.
I saw something in, everybody looked kind of modern.
I believe at the beginning of the movie she says, in the summer of whatever year it is, we went to visit whatever.
Right.
Like she says it at the beginning of the movie.
Child me did not process that.
Sure. No, I understand that. Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Like grown up me would have been like, oh yes, that's a good note.
Do you think creating a period piece if you were to make a movie today about today, you'd be set in today's technology and mindset and mind frame, and that would kind of help you dictate your story.
Yes.
But if you do it 30 years from now, you're thinking about it kind of almost through rose-colored glasses, and you're really focusing on like what the staples of the time were. So do you think that has any effect on when you make a period piece?
What do you mean?
Well, when you make a period piece, you're remembering that time.
The nostalgia
of it. So the nostalgia might play a part into how you craft your story or craft the scene, craft the scenery, costumes, music, things like that, as opposed to like making it today.
I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I think the death of the words present day at the start of movies, like,
okay,
you know what I mean? Like, establish a date. Like, excuse me. Like, if you made your movie in 2012 and it's set in 2012, say 2012. Don't say present day, because when you show this movie 15 years from now, everything's going to be different and it's going to be laughable that this is present day. Like, say the date.
Okay.
Put a timestamp on it, or at least roughly, even if you don't want to do it with an actual date, like tip your hat to where and when you are in time.
Okay.
Don't like... And the same thing goes for like putting movies in the future.
Putting movies in the future is,
like it's one of those things where like set it so far in the future that it's not going to matter. Right. But like I always think of the Demolition 1992 thing where like they're bungee jumping in to the fucking mall in like San Angeles, or the Los Angeles then at the time was like this fireball of like hell and crap. I'm like, yeah, 1992.
Right.
Like I was like 4 years from when you made this movie.
Right.
Like, let's pump our brakes.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like when you're making a movie, say I don't know, in 1985, and you set it for 30 years in the future, you think, oh, that's far enough in the future.
Right.
But then you get to 2015 and you realize there are no flying cars and the Cubs are still a year away from winning the World Series.
Yeah. Like I understand that there's like and that's the whole Jetsons thing. It's the whole retro future, and
they never really say when the Jetsons is either, do they?
No, they don't.
They just say the future.
They just
which is genius.
Yeah, that is the smart part. Just
say the future.
Just this future.
So eventually, like, you could say, "Hey, when am I going to get my flying car?" You're like, "Well, in the future."
It's in the future, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just down the road a hair.
Those of us that were watching Back to the Future, like, I want my flying car in 2015, bitches.
Yeah.
Those of us that are watching the Jetsons, they're like, we're just going to get in the future. Wherever
Yeah.
the future is.
You know what I think one of the most brilliant things about Star Wars is that they set it in the past. Like, they say it's in the past and it's way far away from here. Like, they put so much time and space distance between you and that movie that you can do whatever the fuck you want.
It's so funny that you bring that up because I often, every time that comes up on the screen, I always go back to what it must have been like in 1977 when people first saw that going, what? A long time ago in a galaxy far away? How long ago? How far? Why?
far?
Wait, they had flying, they had spaceships, intergalactic travel in the past? Well, why the fuck didn't they come here? Like, a long, long time ago in a galaxy far away, but it's the future where they have laser swords, but it's not the future. It's a long time ago. Like, it really had to just be mind blowing.
Yeah.
That's like serious mind fuck right there.
You know, and you know the funny thing is, like, and the Star Wars timeline really starts to hurt after a while because there's so much established in it. Like, you go, okay, so the prequels happened here, so they completely. So if you say this happened and then 30, years later this happens, then like, so what happened within those 30 years that caused the entire empire to retrofit everything that they've ever had said or done in 30 years into all the ships that you see? Like, the second you start putting dates on shit, it gets real complicated, and nerds like me start wagging our finger.
Yep.
You're doing great.
This just in.
Oh, this just in.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse wins Best Animated Feature Film.
Oh, suck it, Pixar.
Yeah. Well, what was Pixar's?
I don't know. I just always assume that they win.
It is, but I don't know what was their. Oh, Incredibles 2.
Oh,
It's still a good movie, but I
Yeah.
think Spider-Verse was better.
I need to watch that.
Incredibles 2?
No, well,
Spider-Verse?
yes, but Spider-Verse.
Did you
too.
not see the Spider-Verse?
I haven't seen Spider-Verse.
I thought you did.
Nope.
Fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
God damn it. Stop watching these Canadian shows and watch a fucking movie. That's how I feel about you right now.
I covered the TV end, sir. You covered the movie end.
You don't cover the TV end.
I
can cover
cover
the TV end. Excuse me, sir. Who's talking about The Masked Singer? That would be me.
I said TV.
Who's talking about Gordon Ramsay in 24 Hours to Hell and Back? That would be me.
I've watched some
That's
Gordon
TV.
Ramsay.
That's TV.
I've watched some Gordon Ramsay. I saw his British show where he reformed prison bakers.
I have not watched that yet, but I want to.
It's really
I'm
good.
so going to.
It's really, really
so
good.
want to.
Don't fucking come to me on TV, sir.
Don't
sir.
Don't fucking come at me with your fucking movie shit.
Sir.
Watch a movie, goddammit.
I do watch movies. So there's another TV show I've been watching. God,
How the fuck do you have time to watch all these television shows?
I watch a lot of TV, dude. So I am 2/3 of the way through Russian Doll.
Oh yeah, I've heard that's pretty good. How is it?
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. We watched The Umbrella Academy.
Oh, how was that?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
So did you finally catch up to her?
I did. Yes. Yeah. She stopped watching of like episode 4, and then we watched together, and yeah, it was good.
Good.
It was a good show. I mean, it's pretty good. Ended weirdly, and some of it was predictable because I've seen a lot of comic book stuff.
Sure.
So I know what's going to happen, but
It hits the tropes.
sure. I would say I'll tell you what. If I knew then what I know now about how the season ends,
I wouldn't have had my little
accident. I probably would say I'm going to invoke the Carnival rule.
Oh, really?
Because I swear to God, if they don't get renewed for another season,
It's gonna hurt.
it's fucking Carnival all over again.
Really?
Although I liked Carnival a lot better. But
that's fair.
this show, I mean, it's really good. It's
Yeah.
really, really good. Weird. Way weird.
I like weird.
Way out there.
Yeah.
Not really sure on what like some of the powers, like why are there superheroes when all they can do, like I don't even know what one of their powers is. Like one dude can throw knives.
Everybody's got every group's got a cipher in it. You're like, why are you really here? Like, what do you do?
But that's like the premise of the show. Like there's 7 of them, and one of them doesn't have powers.
Oh,
So like how does she fit into this thing?
what
But she's not.
exactly is it that
So
you do?
It creates
here?
this like animosity between her and but that's part of it.
Yeah.
Part of the drama, which makes it interesting.
Yeah.
But like the ones who actually have powers, who are part of this team, like you're like, what do you even do, man? Like the most interesting one is dead already. Like,
Nice.
I mean, that's not a spoiler. Like, that's how it starts. Like,
Right.
one of them is dead already, and he was the most interesting one. I'm like, I want to see more of that.
Yeah.
But he's dead. What a fucking cheap way out. And I know I'm bitching, but seriously, like, it's a good show. I would watch it.
All
I
right,
seriously
yeah.
would watch it. It's a good show.
Actually, same with Russia. Like,
Yeah, I want to watch that too.
you would really
I do.
like that show.
I do. I want to watch that. It's like Groundhog Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I would totally
Like
believe.
fucking Natasha Leone,
Yeah.
just Natasha
And I love
Leoning her way.
Natasha Leoning all over the screen.
Oh my god!
Watch that.
Which is like, I mean, if you're gonna put her in a part,
Yeah.
just let her be her.
Yeah.
Like she's just one of those like character actors where I don't want to see her take on that. I want you to write a show based around how she fucking feels about shit on that day.
Agreed.
And just put her in a scenario. Like
Agreed.
it's the Gene Hackman rule. Like just let Gene Hackman do Gene Hackman shit in fucking Gene Hackman world and just give him like rules and a job.
Right. Exactly.
That's all I need out of it.
Yeah.
She's the exact same way. It's
Yeah.
like, what if Natasha Leone
Agreed.
was in Groundhog Day?
Yep. Agreed.
Watching her do all the drugs and drink and figure it out.
Yep.
Yeah, it's worth a watch. It's absolutely worth a watch.
All right, I'll check it out. Maybe this week. Maybe
Yeah.
not. Probably not. More than likely not.
Well, yeah, that's
Like this week is the finale for The Masked Singer. Kenan Thompson's been on it. Like,
I saw that.
yeah, it's awesome. Robin Thicke is still guessing them correctly. Like, it's intriguing. That's what I'm focusing on this week.
Yeah.
So that's my week.
Who was the
So this week was Joey Fatone,
Oh, I did see
which I
that.
knew.
Yeah.
And the other one was who was the other one?
We talked about LaToya.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what character it was. It was the lion, and the lion was it was Rumor Willis.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I didn't know this bitch could sing.
Yeah, well.
Like, I was convinced it was like a who did I think that it was? Oh shit. Who did? Oh, I thought it was like one of the Destiny's Child girls. Like it was Kelly Rowland or
Kelly
Michelle
Rowland,
Williams.
something like that,
Actually, I really thought it was Kelly Rowland, but it ended up being Rumor Willis, and I was like, what the fuck? She can sing.
Yeah. She's talented,
She
actually.
can sing.
She's-
Never in a million years would I have guessed her at
Yeah.
all. Like at all.
Yeah,
But
interesting.
she's good. She,
She
was really good.
What was she in that I really? Oh, House Bunny.
Yeah,
She's
she was
great
good in that.
That's a great movie.
That is a good movie.
That is such a
That is a good movie. And with that, I think we just gave away all of our credibility because I'm sitting here shitting on the Oscars, telling you how good the House Bunny
right,
is.
right. But it is.
It is. It's
It
fun.
really,
yeah,
like,
it's
I
good.
mean, it's a movie that acknowledges what it is
Yeah.
right out of the gate.
Yeah.
And it just takes you on that fun little ride.
Absolutely.
Dude, I mean, and again, Anna Faris is another one of those, like just let Anna Faris.
True.
Just let her do her shit.
Yeah.
Man, fucking, oh God, what was that Ryan Reynolds movie that she did? The Christmas one.
Just Friends.
Just Friends.
Yeah.
Anna Faris in Just Friends is perfection.
Yep.
Fucking.
What about Anna Faris in Keanu?
Was she in Keanu?
Yeah, she played herself in Keanu.
Oh, yes.
Remember that?
I do remember that.
She played like a fictional
Yeah,
version of herself,
yeah.
like an over the top version.
Yeah.
But
you
yeah.
know what? I didn't enjoy Keanu as much.
Really?
I mean, it was nice, but I can't say like. I mean, it goes like House Bunny, and my hand is very high, and then Keanu, and my hand is at the mid level.
Like the movie itself or her performance?
The movie itself.
Oh well, okay. All right.
You know what I mean? But like, so when you say Key and Peele, like there is a threshold for me.
Sure.
Like there is a bar.
Yeah.
And it is a very high bar because those guys are really, really,
Yeah,
really
I'm
fucking
really
good.
excited to see them in Toy Story 4.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
yes.
gonna be
Oh,
great. It's gonna be
absolutely. Right. So, and Keanu was fine.
Oh, I thought it was fun.
It was an okay
Okay,
movie.
all
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, I don't give a shit. I do what I want. Friends from college finally got the fucking axe.
Did it
Yes.
after the second season?
Yes.
I didn't even hear that it was canceled.
Oh yeah.
All I saw was there was a second season, and one of the people wasn't in the like show anymore, and I was like, oh,
somebody.
why is this happening? Did you watch any of the second season?
No.
Yeah, no.
No.
It's about time they got the axe. 'Cause
Oh
seriously,
God!
that show was
Put that
fucking
show
awful.
down.
Like, let's take all those people that you had in that show who were great, and
Yeah.
like let them do something different.
Yeah.
Like, let's see Fred Savage in something else.
yeah.
Let's see Keegan Michael Key in something else. Let's see fucking just all these people in something
Yeah.
else. Because I want to watch them, and maybe even together, but not on this show.
Yeah.
This show is just awful.
It wasn't good.
No, it wasn't good
man.
at all.
It was just.
You have to have some redeeming qualities in your lead characters. If
Well-
your lead characters do not have any redeeming qualities at all, your show sucks.
So I heard, and have you watched It's Always Sunny?
I've seen some of it. Yes.
Right. So I've heard that's very much the case in It's Always Sunny. Like the characters aren't great people in It's Always Sunny.
Mm-hmm.
So people are like, "Did you like It's Always Sunny?"
But there are redeeming qualities.
So, but that's
I think
that's
it's
what
it's
thought.
like a friendship is like the
Yeah,
redeeming qualities.
yeah.
Like here, these people were fucking awful to each other.
Yeah, they're just shitty
They're
to
shitty
each
people.
other.
They're shitty to themselves. They're shitty to each other.
They're just shitty to
They're
everybody.
just shitty everywhere.
They're shitty to the bus
Yeah.
driver. They're
Yeah.
shitty to the bottle of wine they
like
have.
at least the folks in It's Always Sunny are like kind of quirky, and you know, there's just something about like the relationship, that group of people together.
Yeah.
They work together. They may be shitty to each other, but at the end of the day, you know,
They're together.
not bad. And then Danny DeVito.
And yes,
So.
and Danny DeVito.
On that note, we're done.
And on Danny DeVito, we end.
We end.
It's a little short.
It's. You know what? I'm done. Goodbye.